This video is sponsored by Christoph Frey. For excellent low-poly horror games, check the link in the description below for some of his works. Previously on Valley. I saw you there. Pre-recorded! It's pre-recorded! And so the journey continues. What's up, y'all? Boogie Knight here, and welcome back to Valley. We're coming down to the penultimate run for this. I think we're probably just 1 or 2 levels away from closing out our journey. So hopefully y'all are enjoying this as much as I am. Thank you guys again so much for your continued support of the project. And when we last left off our explorer, our Indiana Jones in a leaf suit, we managed to make it through Smoke Lake, and we are here in the Astra facility, where we're trying to find a way, as it says in the objectives, which you can't see because it's behind my ugly mug, find a way to shut down the destabilized Astra facility. So, looking at our armor for a second, we have all upgrades to our, well, not all upgrades, everything equipment-wise to go through our platform of hell, which is indeed well on its way. Emergency flooding? Yeah. Oh, thank God we've got our water skipper.
Warning, environmental extraction occurring. Please shut down Astra immediately.
Thank Gwen, we've got the life seed. Because as you can see, the Amrita be paced. I'm gonna try and exploit the Amrita clusters as much as possible because I think orbs are gonna be at a minimum. But let's go take a look around real quick, see if we can find some kind of energy upgrade. We're pretty much done with acorns, with the exception of revisiting some or any other acorn doors that we might have missed, which probably are quite a few. And that's okay. That's what I really like about this game, is when you think you've discovered everything, there's even more. That, but we do have some notes. From Private Riley. Today I was ordered to patrol the Astra facility. McDavid was shaking. McDavid was all panicky about some sabotage attempt or something. Yeah, right, I thought. Anyhow, I fell asleep. Nice. Well done, Riley. Well done. It's gonna show up great on your report. Hello. Yep, I see a walkway down here. Now, once again, or not, that's cool too. Or, never mind, we do have a Viper Coil. For now, let's see what we can do to improve the Valley health and prevent permadeath. We will find some later on. Reactor status. Okay, so, look at that. Soma is a dead halt, down to nothing, with Astra rapidly approaching the red. Boogie Nights is not even looking at his surroundings anymore, he's just trying to rush in the game. You know what, Lloyd? Go wall walk. Yeah. You know what, Lloyd? I take responsibility for that blunder, but you know what? These things happen, and I'm allowed the occasional goof up. Got some pipes here. I don't even know which way I'm walking, so we do want to get to stable ground so I can survey the scene really quickly. Yeah, much better. Like, what's on that pipe bench? Besides an alarm. We're just gonna go ahead and leave our energy as is. We do have another crate though, which we don't want to use. Let's look for ways also to charge the Valley back up, because apparently that was a double dose of death. There we go. For that green. I saw it a second ago. Okay, there we go. We got some of that. You know what? Let's go on back and use the booth. Case that does refill. Hang on. Restricted area. Unauthorized access within this area constitutes a breach of security. You don't say. Well, I think Fisher succeeded in breaching everything. We do have a pipe. We can try and leapfrog there. Alright, platformer hell it is. This one's for metal. Or we just double jump across everything because, you know, that makes... Oh, hell's monkeys. Yeah, you like that? Duck's pretty good, don't it now? I don't know why. The more tired I get, the more I turn into Earl, I swear. Yeah, get your bingo cards out, Boogie. Let's talk about his inability to sleep. Well, before we get to this next part, let me explain myself. Of course, by the time you guys see this, it'll already be known. Y'all know that I've been struggling with burnout. And it's affected me in a lot more ways than I care to admit. It's not easy, and I'm trying to fight through it, and it's made my energy levels plummet, creativity, work, personal, pretty much, other than Ray, I don't talk to anybody outside of work. And it's definitely hurt a few people, and for that I am truly sorry. But right now, I'm just trying to sift through a series of daemons. Oh gosh, this part. Hey buddy. What are these guys doing down here? What do you like to know? Things are about to get hairy. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave these orbs here. I mean, most of y'all could probably think about that to begin with. When you saw the daemons, you saw everything going crazy, you saw the orbs, no enemies, no platformers. We're in a cave. I'll tell you what though. When this happened in the first playthrough, oh man. Well, I'm new. I'm not even gonna try and risk that because I don't remember if that leads to death. The state of the valley being as is. Just let's pretend we're going into the kiln of the first flame, y'all. Did I just say flame? The cave of the first flame? Okay, Earl. Good lord. Alright. Down we go. This part really shocked me. And it's probably still... Well, that shocked me even more. I didn't see that. Well, okay, so there'd be water down there. Alright, this one's for metal. Alright, so we're just gonna gauntlet now? Whoa! Wendigo Central, y'all. Oh, we have a third. Well, there go the orbs. I'm not even gonna try with that. That's just dangerous now. Kind of feel like... Let's look at this from a geographical standpoint for a moment. Okay, we're getting some... Valley's almost back up to hell. That's good news. I mean, just think about this for a second. I mean, we are in the bowels of Astra. And... we're covered with Wendigo. Like, we are up to our hips in Wendigo now. And somewhere miles above us is the Astra facility. I mean, is this giving you off Lordran vibes, or is it just, I mean, for those that have played Dark Souls, or watched my playthrough of Dark Souls, like, truncated playthrough of Dark Souls. Did I just... Is there a Wendigo down there? No, just orbs. Okay, that's just our footing. I mean, now I'm getting some really big Dark Souls vibes, and that's not a bad thing. Valley health is still not back up to full keel, but we... Hang on. Stand by one. I could have sworn I saw... there it is. Now we're back at full health. Which is good, because here comes some water. Oh, joy. Just gonna quickly just replenish our coffers real quick now. Once again, you do not want to lose which direction you are. Because once we do the flip up, it's all toast. So let's go ahead and right ourselves real quick. We already know their water's down here. So I think, yeah, okay. So we got the pipage here. So let's go ahead and just go to our death. That's cool. Was that breathing I just heard when we were reborn? That's interesting. Okay, so jumping off the wall's not a good thing. I am glad though we did get the Viper upgrade. I think. Oh. Let's look for a way to pump some life back into the valley for a second here. Let's look for some vines, something. Nope. Okay. I think that's the lowest I've ever seen in the valley. I think if we die 2 more times, we're brown bread, we're permanent. Now you know why I hate the Viper coil so much. I've never perma-died in this game. I've come close, but I never have. There we go. We double. Cycle up. Oop. Oh, good Gwen. Oh, hang on, we got some more over here. That we don't need. Thanks, game. Right. So we could have just Vipered? Huh. I mean... Could we have? Yeah, we could have, actually. If I was looking hard enough, I could have just Vipered right... Well, I mean, we could go up there. Can we? No, it's just a gate. We would have face planted into it. So, Astra is built on top of the cavern. Down here? Yeah, okay. I hear Wendigo. Hang on. I see some... Yes. There we go. Give me some health back now to the valley. I've died twice. Huh? I can... Oh, there we go. Give me some of that. Energy's coming back in. I'd say probably 4 more shots should actually be okay for us. Hang on. Saw you a second ago. No. Oh. What happened here? Oh, you're about to find out. Oh boy, this one's for metal. Well, in a second. Let's do a little bit of lifeage. The off chance I do die. At this rate, there's a distinct opportunity. Does this look dangerous? Because it is. Let's grab a human bones. What is this place? It's a sacrificial room. It's a abattoir. It's a charnel house. It's a feeding. There it is. There you are. Meet the Broodmother. This thing is business. This is really where you have to learn. This thing will use phase, missile units, everything. This is all of our training coming to fruition as we just take a quick blast to the face. You do not want to have your back to this thing. Luckily, these things are... Good lord. With a bang, not a whimper. Find a way to get out of the cave. For those that thought that was an easy battle, what the hell was that thing? That must be where they fed on everyone. This is what happens when you tamper with ancient things, Dr. Fisher. So endeth the Broodmother. Or at least that's what I call it. It kind of is, because I mean, that really is just a rogue swarm of Amrita. Notice how the Valley is back up to full health. I think the first playthrough is a lot less gutsy. I took a lot more of a conservative approach to retain everything. And first of all, let's just take a look at this. I mean, besides the fact there's human bones everywhere, well, there's our way out. We got so many orbs here. Now, this is a big chunk of lore I want you guys to look at. Just hold on to this image of all these orbs. And now think of the orbs we've been gathering throughout the course of the game, and a Broodmother that was down here feeding on humans. I want you to think about that for a long minute or two. So we can get out of here. Continue search for a way to shut down the Ostra facility. Is this Fisher's workshop? I forget.
The bomb. It's only the beginning. Imagine a weapon of mass destruction without the structural damage incurred. By extrapolating the mechanics of the leaf suit's god hand to a larger scale,
Forgot about
I have
that.
devised a weapon capable of stripping all life from cities, even entire nations when used with the life seed. The Thanatos cannon will be the optimal super weapon, rendering all others obsolete. These bombs we're all competing to produce will look paltry in comparison.
Thanatos. That must be the weapon Virginia planned on using. The Thanatos cannon. Now remember, Thanatos was a Hindu god. First, a note from a researcher. The Thanatos cannon exceeds all efficiencies just demonstrated by the bombs. Thanatos can induce the same level of casualties but retain all infrastructure. Thanatos should render large-scale explosives for warfare nearly obsolete. This could be the weapon to end all weapons. Now, I'm biting my tongue because I want to talk about the bombs and the lore behind it. But that would be too much of a spoiler. And then once again, I don't know if we're going to get that in tonight's episode or the next one, if there is one. Once again, I feel like we're coming down to the penultimate battle, being the fact we just killed a Broodmother. Note from Fisher, the Brahm Astra, there it is, will be the greatest bomb the world has ever seen. I should be able to gather enough Amrita energy to produce a 100 megaton bomb. Can you imagine? Every nation on Earth will tremble before this unprecedented weapon. Okay, So, 100 megatons. Before we talk about Brahmastra, I want you to think about 100 megatons. Now, the nuclear bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima was approximately 10 kilotons. Nominal yield. This is, 10 times the level of force drop on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Think about that for 1 second. Remember, this game takes place around the end of the Second World War. So if one nuclear bomb can do that, imagine what a Brahmastra bomb could do. Now, you're asking, why am I kind of glowing nerdily at the concept of some Brahmastra? Brahmastra goes back into the Hindu lore. I talked about Astra being a weapon powered by the gods, or something of that equivalent, but a Brahmastra bomb. Brahmastra was a god killer. That's literally what Sanskrit, well, not literally, but that's what Sanskrit is translated to from that word. The etymology literally means, I'm using the word literally again. Wake up night. Sorry. Brahmastra, once again, translates roughly to god killer. So this ties back into the concept of Amrita, everything of that nature. We're going back down into the cave, aren't we? It's cool. We got generators. Generators that we don't need, because check it out. We're at full capacity, nerd. Now we're not. Now we are. What door's opening? Very slowly. Now, remember when I said think about the orbs in the brood mother layer? Here's where it's coming into fruition. For those that didn't already understand it.
August 16th, 1944. The latest increase in...
You knew about this the entire time, didn't you?
Mrs. King, please.
How could you? They're living creatures.
You have no idea what's at stake here.
Embryos. The orbs you've been using are daemon eggs. What you're doing here is...
God! God!
The daemons, they hatch from the orbs and become those creatures. Yeah. Vivisection of specimen 087 cost the lives of 2 researchers when the circulatory system was pumped with Amrita compound X-ray 7, phonetic alphabet, in an attempt to measure storage capacity. The resulting explosion has shown us that a massive Amrita can draw energy from its surroundings. Well, we have seen that. Amrita appears to act like an element of the periodic table, yet its entire makeup is much more complex, like that of a molecule. Its nucleus contains protons and neutrons in an obscure lattice formation. Kind of sounds almost like a DNA strand. As the nucleus rotates, certain protons and neutrons appear and reappear akin to a 4-dimensional tesseract. And another note, you're distracting us, game. Or not, that's cool too. Okay. Anyways, when I first played this, me being stupid until the end, I felt kind of sick, actually. I still do feel kind of sick about how think about all the orbs we've harvested. All the daemons, aka Mini Wendigo, die. Friendly... something. Intricate? Funk? Unknown? Face of evil. Yeah, you're talking about the brood mother. Let's move on. This series still makes me a little bit uneasy. In times like this, I'm glad Fisher and the team got what they deserved. Specimen 006 has been starved of raw Amrita energy for 54 days before eventually dying. You sick bastard. Unknown. Orbs, the cycle. So we do see that the daemons eventually do form Wendigo. So my hypothesis has been relatively correct. Mind you, once again, second attempt. Specimen 200 managed to generate India Kilo whiskey before its heart gave out. The specimen is the result of selective breeding and use of Amrita compound X-ray 7. Typical instruments were unable to puncture the specimen until the discovery of the Amrita blade. I forgot about that. Amrita energy contains the ability to cross into the ethereal creature's phase. What does that mean? Hang on. The Thanatos prototype, I'm guessing, is probably what it says. It's not gonna say Thanatos protest. Virginia's already seen to that.
Since we had to catch the saboteurs in the act, we allowed them access into the Astra facility during their night of attack. Admittedly, their plan was rather genius. Since Astra and Soma are linked, they intended to fire the Thanatos cannon connected to Astra's thermal storage at the Soma facility's energy reservoir to create a feedback loop of amplifying intensity until the system blows out. Not unlike a microphone to a speaker.
That is pretty genius. I can finish what Virginia started. Now you're thinking... Create a feedback loop between Astra and Soma using Thanatos. I like how there's still generators all over the place. Even though I have the sneaky suspicion, once we shut down, the Amrita is going to go completely dinky-dow. So we are going to charge up. A double charge? What the hell? It's not over yet, y'all. Thanatos cannon. First,
We had temporarily removed the life seed from the Soma reactor necessary for the amplification, thus creating a harmless feedback loop when they attempted to fire Thanatos. Without the life seed, their plan was doomed to fail from the beginning. I will not tolerate any more disruptions. We have lost too much ground to Manhattan.
oh, calm down.
Operations will resume exponentially. If the orbs will not suffice, then we'll use the damn valley itself.
Megalomaniac much? Well, now that we've lost the life seed, our attacks are going to be a lot less powerful. So we are going to need to be extra careful when/if we're confronted by Wendigo, which you know we will. Oh yeah. Forgot. We are actually on the Thanatos cannon itself. Amplified feedback loop. Just like blowing out a speaker. Yep. Shout out to my friends who have tinnitus. I don't know who that call is coming from. We're going to ignore that. But let's just take a moment to admire ourselves and our shadows, once again. But more importantly, let's admire the valley. Even though we can't. Let's admire the Canadian Rockies for a second. This game is beautiful. I know. Hang on. Turn that off just because I don't want to keep getting a little flashy light. It could be important, but it's probably not. Oh yeah, we gotta go in this too. Hang on, we're not going there yet. I want to look around a little bit. Oh, there's Soma. Way off into the distance. Nothing else? No other notes we can grab? I don't think so. Yeah, I think this is for one purpose only, and it's not just to admire the view. Cruising around. We can only go left or right. We can't go up and down. Soma, there you are. Fire, kids. Look at that. Now you just see a continuous pulse of Amrita going back and forth between Soma and Astra. Goodbye, Soma. Goodbye, Fisher.
Danger. Thermal core meltdown detected. Cooling protocol initiated. All personnel must vacate the premise immediately through emergency corridors.
Escape facility before total meltdown. One step ahead of you. Now here we go. With the real platforming hell. Now remember, we don't have the life seat anymore, so things are going to be a lot more difficult.
Thermal core heat has exceeded containable limits. Emergency flooding value escalating to contain meltdown. Please exit the furnace immediately.
Place is flooding fast. So we need now to really utilize our surroundings with, particularly with any Wendigo we run into. Be conservative with, that's cool too. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm trying to get that. Sure, why not? Oh, hi. Oh yeah, I forgot now. I think we can just one-shot them. I'm gonna utilize this just because. And that too. There we go. Okay, we got a wall walker. Definitely do that. Always kill what's ahead of you. So I have a feeling if I get shot at on this rail, I might get antsy and I might try to, good lord, fall off by jumping, which I think is what the game's trying to trick you to do, is to pretty much abandon your things and just react. Oh, hi, Phaser. Remember, these Wendigo did not come into play until after we got the life seed. So we really need to count. Well, we should be counting our shots. Like how many shots it takes us to off them. I'm really glad there's generators around. Fisher's office. There we go. We're gonna go in there in a second.
There's no escape. Everyone. They're all getting killed by these things. These creatures. If anyone hears this, please understand. Please understand what we were doing here. The things we created. The world must see our achievements. Our work will change the course of human history. Whoever holds this technology holds the world in their hands. Remember what I accomplished?
No, Fisher. I'll see you in hell. I beg of you, Fisher, Pendulum must reduce production immediately to mitigate its detrimental environmental effects. The world has the right to experience this place, and we will lose it if nothing is done. Now, the way I've seemed to think about this is the valley itself is linked to the rest of the world somehow. Is that if the valley dies, it almost seems like that's what's hinged, is that the world will go completely destroy itself without the valley. So it's almost like a symbiotic relationship. Now, yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to die in the fire. I've already thrown myself down a few wells already. Never mind. Oh, hi. 5 shots? Okay. 5 it is. Don't touch the fire. Bad things. One orb. Really? Never mind, we got a generator here, that's good too. Nope. Come on now. Kinda like running on rails, but not as fun. Oh, good lord. Heard when to go. Oh, come on, come on. Almost there, almost there. Ooh. Dodge that shot. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Goodbye, Astra. Dead deer. Orbs. Eggs. I should be more specific now that I can say it.
With the combined power of Thanatos and the Brav Astral Bomb, the power to control the world will lie within the hands of a small few. Every nation on Earth will tremble.
I'm Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look upon my like, ye mortals, in despair. At least that's what I think they were going for. Valley. And that, y'all, was my revisit of Valley. Yeah, it's a fun nostalgia ROM. Hopefully, y'all got to see why I like this game so much, and able to appreciate the different facets rolled into one. Besides the graphics and the beautiful soundtrack, you have the platforming, you have the action, you have some horror segments, you've got some various puzzles thrown in there, and you've got a lot of lore thrown in there as well. Once again, I found this game by sheer chance like 4 years ago when I was barely starting the project, and here I am years later, still enjoying it. And I really can't say enough good things about this. I feel like Blue Isle really hit the nail on the head with this game. And hopefully y'all have enjoyed it as well. Hopefully you guys will pick this game up. I mean, once again, it is still on Steam. I think it's probably like $10, $15 US. It's worth it. Whether you like the action or the adventure or the platform, there's something for everybody in this game. So a big, big thank you to Blue Isle Studios for coming up with this incredible game. Of course, my opinion doesn't just matter, y'all's does too. So let me know what you guys think. What worked, what didn't work, what did you like, what didn't you like? And hey, if you liked this video and you like this type of game, give me a big old thumbs up. It helps me know what works. If you don't, give it a big old thumbs down. Either way, I want to know what works and what doesn't work to give you guys a better experience. Also, a big thank you to Christoph Ray for being a sponsor of the Boogie Night Project. If you like low-poly horror games with an emphasis on character development, ambience, plot, fear factor, check him out. Links in the description below. Guarantee you won't be let down. So with that being said, before I call it a night, if you like the Boogie Night Project and you want to find out more, I do have a Twitter page as well as a public Discord channel, and links to both those are in the description below, as well as a link to my temporarily defunct Twitch page. And hey, this wouldn't be possible without the help of my incredibly sexy patrons. You'll see their names fly by. If you want to do a little bit something more for the project, I do have a Patreon where for as little as $1 US a month, you can get access to exclusive content such as the Patreon Only section on my Discord, as well as patron exclusive uploads that go up every Saturday. And I am, hey, what's up, buddy? I am doing patron requests. And just know that all the assets I'm getting from my patron cabal are being put towards getting better equipment, a better computer, hopefully soon, and then a microphone or a backlight or something like that, or maybe even a green screen for chroma. Doesn't really matter. It's so I can give y'all a better experience. Although I will say this, sometimes it does go towards getting coffee. So a big, massive thank you to my patron cabal. My gratitude knows no bounds, not just for your financial investment, but also your emotional and supportive investment as well. My gratitude knows no bounds. So with that being said, I hope y'all have a fantastic night, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side, alright?